one of the questions that a lot of people might wonder about is why must students prepare for these tests like SAAT, GAT? In fact, a lot of students, a lot of parents also are not fully aware how much of a weight these exams or these tests carry when it comes to the admission decision by universities in Saudi Arabia. So when the universities receive applications from graduate students, they look at multiple things. They look at obviously the GPA from the school, اللي هي درجة المدرسة يعني. And they look at also, of course, درجة القدرات, the GAT, and التحصيلي SAAT. But what's really interesting is that the weight or the impact of the school GPA is usually way less than GAT and SAAT. So that's why, as a student or as a parent, you need to really pay very, very good attention to these two exams. There are also sometimes some unique admission tests in some universities. For example, in King Faisal University in Al-Hassa, if you want to be admitted in the medical majors, you have to do their own exam as well. So that's important. Yani, let's look at, for example, admission at KFUBM. And I know that some of these percentages might vary from year to year. And also we know that KFUBM now, they have their new admission test. But seriously, look at this. The school GPA is only about 10%. The rest is SAAT and GAT, قدرات والتحصيلي. So it's extremely important for students that they pay really good attention to these. Now, this also makes it extra important for you as students of English language or students of international schools. Because let's be honest, you go to Jarir, you go online, you will see there is lack of sources, books, تجميعات, what have you, and also lack of courses. The courses available are very scarce, and in addition to that, it is not really easy to find quality courses and sources. Even the books, honestly, there are very few, and some of them are not the best out there. So this is why we wanted to have this course, and we wanted to have this session, sorry, so that we give you a little bit of a background on this exam. I would like also to highlight one thing. When we talk about SAAT in Saudi Arabia, it is based on the curriculum of Saudi Arabia. So some of you have studied the American or the British curriculum, which might have differences as compared to the Saudi curriculum. So you really need to pay attention to these differences and to be fully prepared, because you might be an A+ student, but maybe there are some lessons, some topics that were not fully covered in your curriculum, but there are questions about them in the SAAT. So you need to be also prepared for them. I don't mean really to scare you or anything, but it is really an important topic. And we have really put so much effort here to enlighten these students and parents of this exam. Right. You might also be aware that the dates for the achievement tests, اللي هو SAAT, has been already announced just a couple days ago. You only have a few months, like 3 months before you do your exam, and you have only 2 tickets, 2 attempts. The test is equivalent to all your hard work over the past 3 years. They will test you on the curriculums that you have studied over the past 3 years. So these are 2 opportunities, but notice that both of them will be very close to each other. It's not going to be like months apart. Well, if you don't do well in the first attempt, okay, I'm gonna maybe study harder for the second attempt. No, they're only days apart. So there isn't really much of a window for you to prepare extra, so much more for the second attempt. Again, we don't really mean to scare you. We just want to give you the information so that you give the due preparedness. Now, in our SAT course, we have, I would like to just highlight and appreciate the trainers very experienced trainers, uniquely selected. Ms. Rana Safwat, Mr. Manar Al-Huwaidi for chemistry, biology, and Mr. Hassan Al-Hadab for math, and Mr. Sahib Al-Dakhlan for physics. Today we have one of them to give us a glimpse of one of the most important topics in secondary school, which is math. So I would like to welcome to this session Mr. Hassan Al-Hadab. He has a master's degree in mathematics from Indiana University. He is a certified trainer, and he has more than 10 years of experience in teaching qiyas tests. And he is very humble. He did not mention in his introduction that he actually is usually selected to train gifted students in Idarat al-Ta'lim. So, Mr. Hassan, the mic is yours, if you can hear me.
السلام ورحمة الله.
عليكم
مساء
السلام.
الخير عليك وعلى الجميع أستاذ محمد.
أهلا وسهلا حياك الله.
Good evening everyone. Is my voice clear?
If you can raise the voice a little bit, it will be better.
Let me just double check. Is my voice clear now?
Give us thumbs up if the voice is clear, ladies and
Please.
gentlemen.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, it's clear.
Then let me just share the slides, and then I will start. Mr. Muhammad, you've done a great job. You gave a good explanation for the test. So let me go quick for some of the information. Many students, they're asking like, what's this test? What's the test of SAAT? Okay, so the test of SAAT is really to measure your achievement in the curriculum of high school. So the university would know if you're ready to take courses inside the university. Okay, and who's taken the test? The student in the last year in high school, which is the 12th grade. Okay, so I think this is clear. Now, what are the sections of the test? What are the subjects that you have to prepare for? So they're going to measure you on. It's biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics. The test is only 2 chances a year. So you have to take it once, but there are only 2 chances. Both of them are in May. So you have to this year both of them are in May. So what does that mean? Although there are like 2 chances, but they are in the same month. Okay. So if you want to take the first chance, so you may just consider register for the second one if you're not comfortable, or if you want to be like, you know, get a good grade. Okay. The duration of the test is 2.5 hours. Okay. I know I'm going to quick in this information. What's important, the test will cover the 3 years in high school curricula, the science curriculum, but it's only 20% from the 10th grade. This is the 10th grade. Okay, great. And this is the 11th grade, only 30%, and 50% for the 12th grade. So if you want to prepare for the test, you have to know that half of the test is in the last year. Okay, so although like this is important to know before you start studying. Okay, the exam consists of various sections. Each section include 22 questions. Okay, so it's not like all the questions in one section. They're like sections, 5 sections. You have to take them 5 to 6, and then you have 22 problems in each section. Okay. Tips. We usually tell a student that before you take the test, you have to do a complete review of questions of this type. So you have to go through تجميعات. You have to go take a textbook from a bookstore to study for the test. You may also consider joining any courses. Okay. Although if you want to be ready for the test, like some of the questions just asking about some formulas. So it's just about application. They want you to apply a formula. So if you know the formula, so then you're good. So it's good for this math test I'm talking. So you have to memorize some of the formulas you need. Okay. Remember this one. This is too important when you're studying for this test. All the questions are multiple choice questions. Okay. So although you have to work a little bit to get the answer, but remember that there is no lengthy computation. Okay. Usually 3 to 4 lines and you're done. Okay. Also, some of the questions, they are like just about basic facts in math, the facts you've been taking in high school. So if you know the answer, just do it. So you don't have to waste time checking all the or doing some calculations. And we're going to see a problem, what I mean by that. Okay. Although something it's also important, if you don't know the answer, just guess. So don't leave any questions unanswered, because there is no penalty for wrong answer. So this is important also. Some of the problems, like when you're like preparing for the test, you have to also know how to eliminate bad choices. So this is like a skill you have to learn, and by practice you'll get. And also you have to keep a track of time. This is also important. So what I want to mention, that you have to prepare well to go through تجميعات textbook or maybe a course, memorize the formulas, and eliminate bad choices. Okay, so this is the important sections I'm going to talk about now with details. So in this session, I'm not going to give you a trick to deal with the problems. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to classify the problems. So problems of the math section and in the other sections could be classified as one. Some of them is just to recall facts. Okay, so you don't have to do any calculations, nothing, just you have to recall some facts and basic concepts. Some of the problems, it's about application. So you have to use information in a new situation. So just like they want you to apply something you knew, a formula or something in a problem. Okay, and we're going to see this one also. There are like some of problems which is a higher order. They call it like higher thinking orders. You have to draw connections among ideas. So if you're talking about a test, it's a test for a curriculum for 3 years. It's a specific time. Okay, and it's 4 subjects. So you don't have to waste time in this problems. You'll have 1 or 2, 3, 4 of these ones, but most of the problems are going to be about recalling facts and applications, simple applications. Okay, so to make this clear, let me go and see a problem. So if you see this problem here, can you tell me what's the answer for that one? What's this property? Is it associative, commutative, closure, or distributive? I think this is easy, isn't it? So what's the answer for that one? Yeah, so this one is easy, isn't it? So this is what I've said. There are like some of the problem in the test just about recalling facts. I know this is going to be the distributive law, so the answer is D. So this is just about recalling facts. So you'll have problems in the test similar to this one. Do I have to waste time? No. If I know the answer, just do it and move on. Are we good? So this is one type of the problems. Are we good with this one? So this will make you like feel good that, okay, so some of the problems in the test are just like, straightforward. Good. The second type of the problems is like this one. It says one of the following is a factor of x to the 3rd degree plus x squared minus 12. So this one here, it's not straightforward. This one I have, to recall some of the problems, then I have to apply it for this formula, isn't it? For this specific problem. So this is the second level of problems. This is the most problems in the test, okay? So I have to know what does the word factor mean. Okay, so if you can recall, from this one, when we're talking about roots of a polynomial, the roots is the x-intercepts, isn't it? These are roots. Do you remember this one? Because this is the x-axis, isn't it? So this is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So when we're talking about roots, we know that the roots are the x-intercepts. Do you agree in this one? The roots are the x-intercepts. Yes or no? Okay. So if we want to find the x-intercepts, so which one we should put as 0? Is it x or y? Tell me. If we want to find the x-intercept, y. So we know that, okay, so now we're recalling some of the facts. So we know that y has to be 0. Yes? So whenever y is 0, there is a root. 1, 2, 3. So this problem has 3 roots. Yes, Muhammad, I'll talk about this one later. So now let me go back to this problem again. Okay, so now I know that the word factors is the same as root. Okay, so I know that roots means y is 0, isn't it? We've said that y has to be 0. Do you agree in this one? Now, like if I have a polynomial like f of x is equal to da 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 da, can I write this one to be y is equal to yes or no? Can I do it this way? Yes. So now I know that y has to be 0 because we've said that if we have a root, y is 0. So I know 0 has to be x to the third plus x squared minus 12. Now, pay attention. Now, do you see this is not only just recalling some information. There is too much going on, but it's still something easy. Now, the thing is, this is negative 12. These two has to be 12 in order to have 0. Do you agree with me? I don't have to plug in all the choices because this is the third degree. I can't factor easily. Then I don't have to go through all the choices. I know that x to the third plus x squared has to be 12. Should I plug in negative or positive numbers? What do you think? What should I plug? Is it negative or positive? Positive. So I have to plug in positive numbers. So in this case, one other information. If this is x, minus 1, that means x is equal to 1. This means x is equal to 2. This is x is equal to negative 1. This is x equal to negative 2. Now, I know that I have to plug in positive numbers, so I have just to focus on these two, isn't it? Only that. So now I eliminated 2 bad choices. These are bad. So this is the way you should be working in the test. I know I'm doing it like I'm taking too much doing the problem, but once you get the idea, you just do it just like that. Now I know I have to plug in either 1 or 2. When you plug 1, you'll get 1 to the third plus 1 squared minus 12. So is this is 0? Is this is equal to 0? No. Obviously, this is not 0. Now, if you plug in 2, this is going to be 2 to the third plus 2 squared minus 12. So this is going to be 12 minus 12, which is 0. So the answer is going to be B. Okay? Makes sense? Okay. So what I want to say here, this problem here, it's not hard. It's not bad. This is the second type where you have to use information in a new situation. So you have to know that factor is the same as root. It's the x-intercept. That means y is 0. then you have to factor the polynomial. If you can't factor it, then you have to say, what should I plug in? Should I plug in positive or negative? So you can just eliminate some bad choices, then you do the problem. So this is the second type. Most of the problem in the test are similar to this one. They are not hard. They need just to do a little bit of work. Not that hard, they are easy. Okay, let me move on to the third type. So the second one is easy. This is the third one. So the third one, it's a little bit, you know, not that straightforward, but still, it's like, it's not just like 3 or 2 problems in the whole test. So this is not like something you have to be scared. So if the area of the triangle is 27 meters squared, AB is 6 centimeters, find tan. Let's just make things clear. Let's just make this as meters, okay? So you don't just get confused. Now, for this one here, I have to find tan theta. This is theta. I have to find tan theta. So if I want you to guess, so what's your guess? Is it A, B, C, or D? Can you guess? I know this is too much, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, it's not that easy. So for this one here, first, I have to find tan. So I know that here is one thing I have to consider here. So this one, I have to draw connections among idea. So first, I know that if I have a right triangle, here is theta, this is theta. So sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse, cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. So I know that I'm recalling this information. I know I'm looking for tan theta. So tan theta has to be A, B over B, C. So this is the first thing I know. AB is already given, which is 6. So I'm looking for this line here. Let me just name it X, so things would be easy. So this is over X. Okay. Now, yeah, Abdurrahman. Good. Now, but they don't give me B, they gave me the area of a triangle. So also in this one here, I have to recall another information, which is if I have a triangle, a right triangle, this is the height, this is the base. So what's the area of this triangle? Isn't the area just 1/2 height times base, isn't it? Okay, makes sense. So you're saying that 27 has to be the height. This is the height, this is the base. So 27 is going to be 1/2 times 6 times X. Do you agree in this one? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So because this is the area of this right triangle, it's the height times the base over 2, which is 27. So now when you solve this one, you can just simplify here. So in this one here, we know that this is a 3, so X has to be 9, isn't it? In this case here, when you solve the problem, X has to be 9. Now we found X, so this is going to be 6 over 9. None of the choices is 6 over 9. I have to simplify this one. So this is going to be 2 over 3. So the answer is B. Okay? Okay, you guys? So what I want to tell you here, if you want to prepare for the test, you have to pay attention. Not all the problems are this one. Yes, you're going to face 2 or 3 similar to this one. I mean, you have to draw connections amongst idea, but it's not all the test is this one. 9, because let me just do this one with details down here, okay? There we go. So do you see this one here? Do you see this one here? Let me use different colors so I can show you how to do it. So if I take this one down here, isn't it 27 has to be, when you simplify this is going to be 3x. Abdullah Limzini, this is 3x. So something times the 3 is 27. So what's this? So it has to be 9, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So what I want you to pay attention to that when you're studying, not all the problems are similar to this one. Most of them are similar to that one, where you have to just use application. Okay. Other are just straightforward and are easy. Okay. So this is what I want to highlight about the test. I haven't talked about tricks. I just want to tell you, when you want to prepare, don't waste time on the hard problems only. Okay. Ustad Muhammad.
أهلا وسهلا.
I guess I've taken only 20 minutes and
wow.
time is well spent. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ustad Hassan. طيب, so I will take over now and share my screen. طيب, so we went through all of these. Thank you very much, Ustad Hassan. And now we go to the next topic, which I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for. How can I prepare for the SAAT test? Now, if you want to prepare for such a test, there are multiple fronts you need to work on. One of them is to find good books. Another one is to find good courses. But also you can look at Telegram groups. You can review تجميعات and also look at some previously used tests or mock exams. طيب. So we're going to share with you some of the good books out there. I think these two books are really good. If you can get hold of them, they can be very good companion for you for the to take on the test. You can see the book, صح? Can you give me a thumb up if you can see the book? Because I'm not sure if can you give me yes or thumb up? You can see the books, right? Oh, okay, طيب, great. So you can capture this. By the way, you don't need to worry about the capturing everything, because we're going to share with you this video. We're going to share with you the slides as well, so that you can refer to them later. So books are extremely important. No matter how good the courses you will attend are, it's not enough. Books must do. Another thing I would recommend is for you to review your own secondary school books, especially if you've studied in Saudi Arabia curriculum. Review your science books so that you get the most out of the knowledge that was shared or taught in these 3 years. In addition to that, you need to find some تجميعات. In Leen, we have prepared, I think, very good files of تجميعات. If you can just scan this code, join right now our Telegram group, you will find there free تجميعات, hundreds of questions, very well designed, not only answered, but also explained. Okay, I think you're going to find them very, very instrumental. So please, right now, screenshot or go right now and join the group. And I would like to just take a second to show you a glimpse of these تجميعات, just so that you can see. This is, for example, since we have seen math, let's look at chemistry maybe. So this is the chemistry تجميعات. You will see here more than 100 questions, all answered. You will see also explanation if there is need for explanation. This is all free. You can go right now, get it from our Telegram. In physics, for example, the same thing. You're going to see more than 100 questions in physics. In biology, I got another thing, more than 100. Same thing with, of course, with math, more than 100 questions in math. And we have prepared all these تجميعات for you for free. Whether you have joined our course or not, you can get them right now if you want. But please do join this community, this group, because in these, if you are not familiar with Telegram, especially people who are my age, old, not very familiar with such tools. If you are a parent, in Telegram, students exchange ideas, they learn from each other, they ask questions, they also get preparation plans, they get short videos that explain how to answer some questions. Obviously, you get also quizzes. We in our group, we always give quizzes to the students so that they constantly test themselves and increase it. And over these 3 months, we believe we're going to present a good journey for free, طبعا, over the Telegram to prepare for SAT. So we talked about books, we talked about books, we talked about Telegram. Another thing is, of course, to attend a good course. And I'm not here only advertising Leen SAT course. If you go and find any quality course, that's what I'm advertising. Don't go to the exam without taking a course, because the courses usually involve, if it's a good course, the teachers will be very experienced, in the exam, and they will give you exactly what you are looking for. And how to answer these questions. You have witnessed how Mr. Hassan just a while ago was talking directly to the kind of questions in the exam, how to solve them, and so on and so forth. So we believe that in our center, Leen, we present, honestly, I would put my son to attend this course if he will attend SAT. So that's how sure I am about our course. First of all, our course is accredited, معتمد, from TVTC and from the National E-Learning Center in Saudi Arabia. So the course itself is also معتمد. Our trainers, alhamdulillah, are very experienced, and they have done this course over and over again. We also provide question bank. In addition to these تجميعات, we also give you mock exams, we give you quizzes, we give you homeworks during the course. Not only that, those who will register in the course, let's say if somebody registers today in the course, they will immediately get access to the previous recordings available, and they will get some lectures to help them prepare for the course. And let me explain this one here a little bit. We know some of you are studying abroad, or were studying abroad, or we're doing the British American curriculum. So instead of you jumping right into the ocean in the course, and you start just reviewing material that you did not study in the first place, we prepared free lectures, or I would say gift lectures, for those who attend register in our course. You can get yourself ready in biology, in chemistry, in physics, or in math before you attend the actual course. These are obviously I would say optional lectures, but if you want to warm up before you go and attend the course, then we are presenting you. We have done, honestly, weeks of preparation for these lectures, because we took the feedback from last year. Students said, we don't know this curriculum. The teachers jumped right into review, and we don't even know the basics. So we prepared these lectures. Now, after you attend the course, we're not gonna just let you go. We're gonna keep the course material available in your account in our website, so that whenever you want to go back to it, attend the lectures, all the recorded material, all the recorded lectures will be there for you, and you can review them whenever you want. Obviously, we have manuals. We have worked, alhamdulillah, very hard to prepare very, very good quality manuals with explanation and examples. And if you don't mind, I would like just to take a second to show you some of these. For example, this is the physics manual. This is for physics. And as you can see, it's more than 100 pages. It explains the topic, and with some examples. If you want to look at مثلا this one over here, this is the math manual that Hassan Hadab, Mr. Hassan Hadab will teach. You can see here, it's very, very well designed, and it will cover exactly what you are looking for. In also for chemistry, or this is biology. I'm showing you the manual and the slides just so that you can sense how this is in the biology. This is one lesson called the sorry, I don't know how to say this one. Musculoskeletal system, and it actually explains it in very good detail as a review for you. And then you will have tons of questions towards the end to test yourself and to improve your knowledge. So all of these will be questions that will be discussed. Every one of these questions, inshallah, will be discussed between you and the teacher so that you have full preparation, of course, with answer key at the end. So even if you miss the lecture, you can review these answers and get ready. Right. So basically, this is about the course. If you would like to join the course, then this is your opportunity over here. We have prepared kind of an offer for a short period of time. The course fees are 1,500, but with a discount, it's going to be 10% discount, 1,350. To use the discount, use this code. You can also use Tamara. Now we have the Tamara service. Please take a screenshot if you're interested in this. If I were you, I wouldn't wait too long, because if we have a full class, then we might say sorry for those who are late because we have full class. So you might not want to delay this if you are interested. Some success stories. These are some of the success stories from our Tahsili students from before. This is Abdul Aziz, one of our dear parents who sent a lot of her children to our courses, and just a little bit of
صراحة ولله أقول الحق، تواصلت معكم في أكثر من دورة ولله الحمد. وصل ولدي لمرحلة دخول الجامعة في أعلى المراتب بموزونة ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله، بما أعطيتوه من أسئلة ومراجعات ودورات ويعني جميع الأشياء، سواء كان في القدرات أو سواء في التحصيلي. فأشكركم جزيل الشكر من المديرة إلى المدرسين والمشاركين في كل شيء، وأتمنى أنكم تفتحوا في جدة كمان. صراحة ولله أقول الحق.
So, just because of the time, and we cannot put too many testimonials, you can watch some of those in our YouTube channel. طيب, this is a reminder, please, no matter what your preparation strategy is, please, for your future, do not delay your preparation. Okay, start right now. If you are busy with your exams right now, make sure you book your time for exam time, the SAAT exam time. Finish your finals if you are busy with the finals nowadays, but immediately after the finals, go and dive right into the preparation of SAAT. Now I'm going to take your questions. If you have any questions for me, for Mr. Hassan, we have about 17 or maybe 20 minutes to answer your questions. Please use the chat box, and we will select those that are important, or whenever we have the time, we're going to finish inshallah all of them. طيب, help me here, Mr. Hassan, when we have a question on math particularly, or even SAT in general that I'm unable to handle, I need your help. طيب, here is a question. How many? Thank you. How many chances, Mr. Hassan, can we take the test?
Okay, there are only 2 chances a year. Both of them are in May. You can take 1 or 2. If you want, you register only in 1, or you can register on both of them. You can register in Arabic or in English. So this is your choice. This is your call. If you want to take it in Arabic, English, 1 in Arabic, the other is in English, everything is fine. Everything is your call. So you can register in any one of them.
Great. So is SAT harder? Dana is asking, is SAT? Now it's important to distinguish between SAAT and SAT. SAT is not done, is done basically for American universities, and it's called Scholastic Aptitude Test. It's basically, I would probably say it's very similar to Al-Qudurat. It has a math section, it has verbal section. It's not like SAAT that basically tests your academic aptitude from these 4 different courses, the chemistry, physics, biology, and math. طيب, Kareem, we're gonna, this is the code. Kareem, you asked for the code or the QR code for the Telegram. This is the QR code. طيب, Muhammad al-Mahmoud, are there any courses after the February ones? We might offer another one. If I were you, I would recommend that you start early. Okay, take a course, because if you take the course soon, it will continue to be in your account. You can retake it on your own for free. It is in your account. You can go and attend it twice, 3 times, up to you. So it will help you identify your areas of weakness and work on them. But if you wait until right before the exam, then the window for you to cover these gaps is going to be small. طيب. Yeah, do you have other courses? We have other courses. We have GAT, for example, the قدرات. يعني we have also CBC, College Preparatory Center. We have ITC. We have a bunch of these. يعني. What are the 5 sections in the test, Mr. Hassan?
أهلا أستاذ محمد. The test consists of 4 sections: math, biology, chemistry, physics. Okay. And let me just clarify something about the SAT. Okay. So the SAT is 2 tests. It's not only one. There is one is general and the other is subject. So I don't know if the one who was asking is asking about the subject test or the general test. So I
assumed it was the general, but you are right. I might have been, I should have been more accurate. But you go ahead, please.
Yeah. So this one here, the SAAT, is easier than the SAT subject. Okay. The sections are 4 sections. We've talked about that. I think I've answered the questions to Muhammad.
Yes, thank you very much. طيب, هل عندكم تجميعات السنين اللي راحت? We have made sure that a lot of the questions that are in our تجميعات that we shared with you قبل شوي في Telegram. Also, during the course, you will see a lot of the questions that came in the previous years. A lot, يعني I can say hundreds, inshallah. Okay, what are the days the course will take place? يعني I have put the, يعني I don't know, I think here. You can see it. It's February 27. It's 20 straight days. 20 straight days. Maybe we will have a disconnect for the 1st or 2nd of Ramadan, something like that. But you will see the details, inshallah. Yeah, if you only see it in Arabic, Mr. Hassan, somebody went to qiyas website and they wanted to register for Tahsili, and they only saw the interface in Arabic. How do they make sure that they register in the SAAT in English?
They see written SAAT, or the test is in English. When they're going to choose the test, it says, is it waraqi? Is it like paper-based or computerized based? Is it in English or in Arabic? You'll see the language. Okay.
Okay.
You see the type of the test and the language of the test, and make sure that everything is updated in your account. Update everything so you can just get the accurate information.
Muhammad al-Ranqusi is asking, will there be a live meeting explaining GAT? We have actually done a very similar meeting to this one, and we have posted it on our YouTube channel. If you are not able to find it, please talk to us through WhatsApp, and we will share with you the link directly to the GAT live session, which was recorded, obviously, in YouTube. طيب. Are you going to cover everything in only 20 days? That's a very good question, Rama. We will do our very best. First of all, we will cover all the material that we have shown you. But I tell you honestly, I wouldn't rely only on a course. You need to complement your preparation through a course and books and other تجميعات. This is the best way that will help you really ace this test. You're right, it's not very, very easy that you cover everything in 20 days, but we cover all the topics, we cover all the ideas. We cannot cover all the تجميعات that came in the previous years, for example. So it's much better.
Muhammad?
Yes.
I want to add something. The 20 live the 20 days, it is only for the live sessions, but the registered lectures, there is a lot, and there is a mock exams. They can, it's not only just a 20 days. There is other materials.
Yes, is this Miss Rana? Kauthar, apologies. I thought you sounded like Mr. Rana. طيب, thank you very much, Kauthar, for your introduction here. One more question. Yeah, this question came a couple times, Mr. Hassan. Would there be calculus material included?
Okay, so in high school, especially in the 12th grade, we have some basic calculus. So the material in the test is going to be similar to the one in the 12th grade of the Saudi curriculums. So yeah, there is going to be simple calculus. It's not that high level as in the one in the universities.
Excellent. So a couple questions about how long is the course. Obviously, it's 20 days, as you can see. Is it too early to start in grade 10, Mr. Hassan? Yeah, obviously we have somebody from grade 10 and they are asking, should I start taking the SAAT preparation now?
They should consider preparing for the GAT now, not SAAT. Yeah, because how could they prepare for a material they haven't got yet? Okay, they haven't studied the materials in high school, so how can they prepare?
Great. Mr. Hassan, there is a question from Firas. It looks like there was a confusion when we were talking about SAT. Firas, there is a difference between SAT, هذا اختبار في أمريكا, this is in America, okay, or for American universities. And there is a test called SAAT, which is what we are covering here. So, and he's asking here, Mr. Hassan, يقول, are there different SAAT tests now, general and subject? Because
no,
there was a confusion. So just if you could please clarify.
Okay. So here in Saudi Arabia, we have SAAT, which is the subject test, and we have GAT, which is the general test. So if you look for the SAT general, is similar to the one we have here in Saudi, is called GAT, and the subject test is similar to SAAT.
Okay. Here's a question from Dana. Is there universities in Saudi that accept American SAT? What do you know about that, Mr. Hassan?
We have like the KFUPM it's a American university, actually. It's branch of a university, American university, and we have King Abdullah, also university. It's actually KAUST. So I think nowadays it's not something hard. You just go online and check the requirement for admission in each school. In their website, they'll have all the requirements.
Yes,
but
actually,
yeah,
my son.
I think, yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think yes, some of the universities they accepted, like KFUPM, KAUST, King Saud, King Abdulaziz. I believe, yeah, they do.
Yazid is asking if تفضل أستاذ Hassan, sorry.
But as I just said, it's easy to check their website and see the requirements. It's not that hard.
Great. So I was just saying that my son actually just attempted SAT because he is applying for KAUST University scholarship, and he told me that this is something that they would like to see if the student has it. I'm not sure if it's a requirement or not. Yazid is asking. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me just sorry for interruption, but there is another problem. Okay. There were a student who's taken SAT to get an admission here in Saudi. So they opened the admission, the early admission in KFUPM, I believe, this year, or maybe in Kingsford.
Yes, they did.
Okay, so he applied and they asked him, where is the GAT? Okay, so they said we need the GAT, not the SAT.
Yes.
So you have to be it's easy. Go and check their website. So you don't want to waste a year of achievement just because you don't have the required test.
طيب, Yazid and Sadil, they're asking similar questions. For example, Yazid is asking, did many students get 95 and above in SAT? I don't know if they are the majority, but yes, I know that a lot of our students, alhamdulillah, got very, very high scores. We have shown you some glimpses on their achievements. Now, maybe we should do a better job in getting, like what Sadil is asking, what is the success rate? Maybe we should go and ask at least the majority of our students how much they got in the SAT, so that we can prepare these testimonies. احنا testimonies تجينا naturally. يعني the students, they finish, they come and they tell us, oh, alhamdulillah, I was admitted in medicine. I got this score in SAT. I got this score in GAT. But maybe we need to go and get more testimonies from them. طيب. Okay, so similar to your question, Yalmaha, I think it is very similar. There is a question about, here's one student asking, if I'm really bad in chemistry, I have to study all 3 years? What do you think, Mr. Hassan?
You don't have to study for all 3 years. You can't do that in 3 months. So the best way is to focus on the problems of تجميعات first, so you can get insight of the test where they're asking. Then, if you think there are like some part of chemistry you have to go deep, you may go to the textbook and study this specific problem. So my advice, don't go to the textbook at the beginning. Go for تجميعات, a textbook course. Then you can feel the weakness that you have, so you can just go and practice this area.
Excellent. One question is about whether the course will be recorded. Yeah, the course classes will be recorded, as we said, and they will be in your account. And you will have username, password, you will get into account, you will see your courses there. You can rewatch them for as much as you want. Is it possible to get 100% in both GAT and SAAT, Mr. Hassan?
The question, is it possible? The answer would be, why not? But she's saying there is a reason, because she's asking.
She's asking, the reason I'm asking, many have achieved this mark in the Arabic test. However, has anyone reached this level in English version?
So she has to know something about the percentile of the GAT and SAAT. So the percentile depends on the performance of all the students are taking the test. And since the students are taking the English versions are they are too small group comparing to the one are taking the Arabic versions, so their percentile is really tight. Okay, so it may be a bit hard to get 100 in the English version because the group is small, so the percentile is going to be a little bit tight. I don't know if she got the idea about the percentile. So this is one reason. I think
the percentile idea will be a bit too complicated. We still have 1 minute only, but I see your point. طيب, if I may just move to quickly two quick questions. One question is, are the sessions live? I think, yeah, the course will be live. You will attend live, but we will record while you are attending. We will record it and we will keep it in your account. طيب, here's just very quickly. Is excellence in SAAT, Ibrahim Qushair book, is it enough to prepare for the test? My answer is not really. I really recommend that you couple this with maybe تجميعات, we couple this with a course. This is your future we're talking about. Don't over prepare. Don't under prepare. I want you to over prepare. Okay? Practice, 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 because we're talking about a test that will really have a big impact on your future. طيب. I'm sorry for those who asked questions and we couldn't answer them. We will be happy to answer you through our Telegram account group, and we will be happy to have you in the course if you opt to. I hope that this hour was useful. It opened your eyes a little bit about the course. As I said, we're going to record. We're gonna share this recording of this hour with you, inshallah. Thank you very much for your patience. I really wish you all the best, and inshallah we will hear all the great news from you in passing the SAT, joining good universities, and you reaching very high success levels, inshallah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.